Welcome to
Ente.
Girls. Weapon? Weapon?
Nope.
Sorry. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Sade, or Ambrose, she, they pronouns. I am going to be the keeper for our run of the Arcane Core Seekers. We're running the Monster of the Week campaign, and we're running, obviously, on Girls Run These Worlds. The episode is episode 3, Beauty That Rots. I'm your keeper, Sade, or Ambrose, she, they, and I will be going down the line. So, Iris, you first.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham, pronouns she, her, and I will be playing Cordelia Bennett, pronouns she, they. Or no, my pronouns are she, they. Her pronouns are she, her. I'm doing great, y'all. And she is the monstrous.
There we go. No worries. No worries. Then, hello. Welcome. I'm excited.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Hey, guys. I'm Vin at VinVox VA. My pronouns are he, they, and I'll be playing Millie, pronouns they, them, the spooky.
And we missed hearing it. Red.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. My pronouns are she, her. And then I am playing Megan Frost, whose pronouns are also she, her, and she is the crooked.
Sweet, sweet. And Jazz.
What up? My name's Jazz. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Mo Jackson, whose pronouns are she, her. She is the professional.
Awesome, awesome. And with that, we're going to get started. We're going to do a recap from last week, episode 2. Mo and Damien awkwardly had coffee and somehow were able to put together a time for a date. I'm not sure if either of them know that it is a date, though. Mo talks with Janice, starting to work about trying to find that information about the journal that you talked with the transcendent being about the doll maker. This journal, you're not sure what it is. You know who has it, someone named Andy, but not sure how Andy got it because Andy seems to be unaware of what it can do. So it was sold, but to who? From there, we go back to essentially Megan and Cordelia, who is also with Faye, Jesse, and Willow, after finding out that Millie and Ezra are at the apartment and they're having a conversation. But you also decide to have Jesse follow Theo for you to get more information as you decide to meet up as a team to find out more information about this journal. When you do, it's what kind of classroom was it? Was it like the which sci-fi show classroom was this based? X-Files. There we go. I was like, It was some X-Files classroom situation. Y'all meet up. Y'all are in a nice little corner there. Millie decides to show up at like a few minutes afterwards, and y'all are all awkward about it. And you seem to be hiding a whole bunch of secrets from each other. But you all decide to get together and discuss this journal, as well as kind of discuss the major incident, which was someone had been revived, Ben Giles, the episode prior, by the previous Big Bad's husband, Ben Giles. Wait, I said Ben Giles? Jack Olson. There we go. Jack Olson is the person that has been revived. Ben is MIA. And before that, y'all decided to continue doing your research into the journal. Did anyone want to talk about their findings about said journal on that one?
Yeah, sure. So I'll talk about it. It was pretty old. It was about 100 to 200 years old, but no one really knows for sure. The history is kind of convoluted because something always happens to the person who owns it, and then it changes forms based on whoever it is holding it. And no one currently really knows where it is. It's kind of been hard to track lately, at least from my internet sources.
Cool. I remember that Mo looked through a phone book to find out information about who had it.
Yep. Name by name, by name by name.
By name. Cool. You were lucky enough and you were able to find this Andy. And Andy was able, kind of disoriented, decided to meet up with you in a public space, specifically a coffee shop that was also a bookstore. And Cordelia, you were trying to find something, but was not able to because...
I got nothing. I just left a paper trail for Theo.
You left a paper trail for Theo. That's all you did. It's all good. Millie, during the time, did research into what made the journal, which is a transcendent being that made it, that is currently in a lockdown location no one knows about, not even Mo. But this, we find out that is kind of hard to do. On top of that, you have to be very powerful. And then on top of that, depending on what kind of transcendent class it is, if it's a demon transcendent class, if it was formerly human and became something else over time, will depend on the nature of that journal, and what it can do. And I think also, Megan, you reached out to your team to find out extra information. Did I miss that, or did
All
you,
of that information that I gave
all
was
that
from
was
my
from your
team.
team? Okay, I'm just
I
making
didn't
sure.
do
I was
anything. I just sat on my phone.
just like asked the question and they produced, and it was wonderful. From there, you all decide you have enough information. You decide to meet Andy at the coffee shop. Willow joins you after bothering Mo, because apparently Willow was in the mode to do that for some reason. It was very easy, even though Willow was unaware that that's what they were doing. Y'all travel to the coffee shop. You meet up with Andy. On the way to the coffee shop, a crow is watching y'all. Cordelia, what did you do again?
I believe I sort of surprised you on accident and just floated up
Oh,
to
totally,
the
but it
crow
was
because
wonderful to see.
yes, I just floated up and asked it what it was doing, and it ended up kind of telling me, and then I let it off our trail. And who knows who sent that or what was going on, but we did send an imp after it. Thank you, Meg.
Thank you, Meg. The crow had said hello, and it kept on saying hello over and over again. It was wonderful, but it did not know how. It found out that it could talk. Granted, crows can talk. Found that out from TikTok. But besides that, y'all get to meet to you get to the meeting place. Mo, you decide to sit and talk with Andy, and you're successfully able to have a conversation with him about the book. He does eventually give it to you, but there is a bit of a confrontation about getting it before you're able to smooth things over before he gets too mad or too agitated. But in doing so, the book turns into something very interesting for you. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, it's a book that Mo and her husband used to read to their daughter every night.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason that's not extremely personal and appreciating. Yeah, it's
No, not
great.
at all.
It even has Sasha's name on the spine. Amazing.
Yeah, wonderfully
Amazing.
done. Cartoon, like just crayon notes in the margins and stuff like that. It's good times. But you get the unnatural urge to open it, and when you do, you cut your finger. That automatically heals. You didn't notice that. And Cordelia tries to stop you from holding the book, but you, not knowing, punched
Punched me.
Cordelia, punched Cordelia backwards,
Listen.
and it bypassed her immortality, which interesting, very interesting, but there's probably a good reason for that. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip. So y'all are able
Weird
to.
now, y'all.
I'm weird now. I wonder how. We'll see. So y'all all converge. Y'all kind of reprimand Mo for once again taking the brunt of the situation, but Mo said they would prefer it be them versus the kids. So now you are all getting ready to head back with Willow and Toe with their sugary drink of choice, which is a red velvet latte. Anything else that we're missing? Oh, Theo found your paper trail, Cordelia, and was able to slim down your findings down from 178 or 187. I don't remember which version of it, down to 20, and then walks off and gets in the elevator and goes somewhere. Who's to say?
Yeah.
All right, if there's nothing else, because I think we're all caught up, everyone. Without further ado, let us get started. So, we got to go back in time a little bit. We're going to go back to not early morning, let's say 9:30, 10. Millie, you are getting off the subway. You're heading towards Ezra's apartment. You had already got food for both of you, and probably some coffee. It's a bit of a cold day. It's like October, like mid-October. Probably now, actually, in real lifetime. It's about second week of October. So it's kind of chilling down. The city is alive. It's doing its thing. There There's not really that many fall leaves because they kind of get brushed away in New York City. I bet that is the best way to put it. Get cleaned up really quickly. You're in Brooklyn, Prospect Heights specifically. And hold on. Right. As you're traveling down on that one, going towards the apartment, you're coming up on it. You hear a voice for you. It's not one that you've been trying to put off for a while, essentially. And it says, "You really need to apologize to him."
There's nothing to apologize for.
There is. You said a lot of things. You don't even know what's going on.
I don't, and that's why I shouldn't have to apologize. I didn't do
But
anything.
you did this to him. You helped this happen.
I was helping. I had no other choice. What are you talking about?
Say sorry to him.
Sorry for bringing you back.
Sorry for making him feel that he should come back this way. You could have done something else.
Okay, what could have I done?
You flaunt your power, don't you? You told him you could do anything back then, right? You could have made it so. Didn't you say that?
Back then, I know better now.
You said other things to him as well. You made it feel like it was his fault. That he was dead in the first place. You said that to him.
I don't want to have this conversation. Can you? Like, they shake their head. And I feel like they've been like mumbling to themselves the entire time, even though like the dialogue is eternal, that this is verbally coming out of their mouth.
Mm-hmm. So at a certain point, it starts to get verbal as you're walking down the street. Is that like just like mumbling essentially?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you're doing that, you're walking up to the apartment. And as you are going through those doors, double doors, like there's a doorman, you know who that person is. Well, I'll wave to you. As you're walking up, there's someone already standing there waiting at the elevator while you're there. This person's waiting for you.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's good
Great.
times. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip. That person's waiting for you. Back to you. You kind of stop. The voice also stops at this point. They're waiting for the elevator. At the same time, you're also getting ready to use the elevator to go upstairs. Ooh, that's going to be difficult. How are you approaching that situation?
By approaching it as a normal person, not saying anything. There's no point in having a conversation. We're going to the same place, and I'm 90% sure in character and out. So there's no point of making it even more awkward than it is. We're just gonna ride the goddamn elevator.
Interesting. Okay, so you get on the elevator. Oh, not get on the elevator. You walk up to this person standing directly next to them. They turn to you. Nod. Morning, Millie.
Yeah. Hi.
I also got coffee for Ezra. I am sorry. I didn't realize you were coming to this morning.
Why would I not be here?
I'm not saying that you wouldn't be here. I'm saying that we normally don't show up at the same time. Is what
we
I'm
don't
trying to
really
say.
have to have a conversation if you don't want to. We can just stand here.
You're right. You are right. I do not have to have this conversation. Just be awkward and
We just
not
have
have
more
a conversation.
coffee. Exactly.
You don't have any questions.
I don't expect you to give me a straight answer, so I'm not
You've
going
never
to.
tried, so how would you know?
I have a gut feeling.
The doors open as you step on.
Thank God. And shuffles on it.
I don't know if you should be saying that. So as you go in the elevator, you press, let's say 8 or 9. It's a bit of a a travel up. It's a very slow
boy.
grind. So as you do that, the elevator noises are going to be going on for a little bit.
I was gonna ask.
Oh yeah, totally. I was prepped for this. Y'all stay awkward, stay silent, except for this nice groovy tone going on. And then you hear another voice. You should really punch him in the face.
You and I both know that I can't do that. And of course she is saying, like, they're saying this.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know you want to. Come on. That's a very punchable jaw.
No, it is. Yes, I know. I'm not going. I know better.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
So as you say that, at that moment, you feel from the side that Theo isn't on, the opposite side, opens air, something leans over your shoulder. It's like something's stepping out from behind you to get in front of your face. And it's a wonderful outline of a shadow. Can't see their face, just a beautiful, like a shadow standing directly in front of you. And if you look to Theo's side, Theo's pretending not to hear you or to see what's going on here. Does not see what's happening with you. You do, though. He's responsible for what happened to Ezra right now. Don't you just want to punch him in the face one good time? Just right there. Pretty up that, like, just bloody up that pretty face. Okay.
I brought muffins. I brought coffee. Blueberry muffins.
Ooh, smash the blueberry muffin in his face. Like, do that. Yeah, come on. You know you want to.
This is great. Out of character. In character. I think it happens like a reflex. Like a and like their palm muffin right in his face.
Mark experience. Wonderfully done. So, you do that. You do not succeed in doing that, actually. So yes, you pick up the muffin, you get into the bag, you get ready to mush this and punch it into Theo's face. Theo, like, without seeming to reflexively as well, dips out of the way before you can do that. And you kind of fall into where their personal space. And you smash that muffin on the opposite wall of the elevator. And they're looking down at you. Yeah.
So
you won't talk to me, but you will attempt to punch me with a muffin.
I don't know what that was. That was the reflex. I am so sorry.
That's a reflex? That is your reflex?
You be in combat for so long and just things happen. I am so sorry.
Roll to manipulate someone.
That's charm, right? Charm or gold?
Yes, that is charm. Yes.
Oh boy, -1.
Oh, good times. Let's go.
Oh boy.
What is it? Hold on a second.
A beautiful 4.
Okay, so they choose how offended they are. So.
Also, I level up. Congratulations.
Oh yeah. So, Awesome. So they stare at you, very stone faced, very silently. It's like, I don't. Look, you don't have to like me. It's just, how about this? You can ask me any question and I will give you an honest answer. Cross my heart. Not hoping to die, because please don't.
I didn't know you had a heart.
Or I can take it back. Either way.
Let's. Why? Why Theo? Not Theo. Why Ezra?
I didn't want to.
You didn't want to, and yet here we are.
He asked for a favor from me. This was not supposed to go this way.
A favor to death? What are you talking about?
He asked me to give him more power. And I told him no. And I kept on telling him no. And then something happened.
What happened?
That's something you're going to have to ask him about, because that is a him thing.
Fine, you did answer more than one question. I'm sorry.
For
That's what
the
people
heartless
say when
comment or the muffin one, because
you can
either
pick.
was.
You only get one.
I'll take the muffin. I'll take the muffin, because that one felt like it could potentially hurt, or it seemed like it could. The impact on that wall was ridiculous. You should clean that up, actually, by the way.
And just
He like
scoop it
steps
up.
out of the way to like
Yeah.
point.
In actual
And,
shame, they like clean the
actual shame.
Yeah.
So you do that. It's on the 8th floor. We're getting up to the 9th as you scrape it off the wall, and you kind of put it in one of those garbage cans. It's like has an ashtray on the top of it kind of situation. You kind of shove it into the front of the mouth awkwardly. And then you both step off successfully. And you got an answer out of them. You're both walking down the hallway, still awkward as ever. But then all of a sudden, Theo, like 3 doors away from Ezra's apartment, stops and it like halts all of a sudden. And he makes a face, and then he darts forward all of a sudden, like there's some level of urgency. And he's like, I don't have a key. Can you open the door? I forgot. Can you?
They're gonna quirk an eyebrow, just one little raise, and I'm assuming they have a key, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you totally
Yeah.
have a key to your cousin's
Okay.
apartment. Yeah, so by all means. So you open the door.
Mhm.
Are you opening the door? Yes. So you open the door. You do it. I'm assuming you sense the urgency all of a sudden, but it doesn't seem like, oh yeah, we got to get in there. It's just
Mhm.
something's off. Theo tries not to push past you to get in, but waits for you to enter first and then darts around you. The apartment, very studious, very bookish, as was stated before by the people that have viewed before. But it's very bright in here. It's something that you've noticed a few times you have been here. It's very bright in here. Every light is on. Every corner is illuminated in any possible way that you can think of. And you see Ezra sitting on the couch, and he's kind of fiddling with his arm a little bit, or he looks like he's doing something on the couch in the living room. Ezra. And as you see that, Ezra, the white in his hair hasn't gone away. Tan skin. One of his eyes is looking a little lighter than the other one, on the side of where his the white hair is. very comfortable clothing, how he normally dresses. Kind of nerdy chic is the best way to put it. So hoodie. Not wearing glasses. But you kind of might guess that he might be wearing contacts because he broke his glasses. Still waiting for those. Is what's going on there. He's hunched over a little bit on the couch. One of his hands, if y'all remember correctly, has sigils on it. Like that's his foci, his tattoos. And it looks like he's looking at it, messing with it, doing something. Theo is going to walk over and crouch over in front of him. Ezra is quickly looks up, realizing that y'all burst through the door. And it's like, oh, hey, hi. Tucks his hand behind his back. Didn't know y'all were coming today. Hi. I wasn't doing anything. Theo makes a very pointed look at Ezra. It's like, I told you not to use magic. Not right now. Yeah, but I just thought it was itchy, and I just wanted to see if I could, use fire, and it hurts now. And it's like, yeah, that's why I told you not to. That is the exact reason why I told you not to. We don't know yet, and I still have to work on the sigils. Okay, and you see that happening. What do you do, Millie, as they're having this conversation?
They're gonna sit, just plop right next to Ezra, shove the leftover muffin into his stomach, and try to wiggle one of the coffees next to him.
Hey, Mills. Thank you. Both of you are here. This is weird. I feel ganged up on a little bit.
I do feel the need to clarify. There is no gang. We are two separate, and it's like a triangle situation. There's no together. And they get quiet because the analogy got lost.
They both look at you. I'm just like, what?
Perfect.
Thank you, Millie. Mills. It's just. I don't know why either of you are here. I said I wanted to be left alone. I just don't understand why you're still coming back.
Because you're doing things like this.
It feels weird not being able to use magic right now.
I bet a lot of things feel weird right now, but you have to rest. You need to heal. I don't know if this can be said any more plainly than
I'm fine
right now.
I can literally go back. I can literally go back right now. I know it's going to be a lot to explain, obviously. I was going to probably double over or Cordelia. I don't even know what Cordelia is going to say. Oh, she's going to hate me. And then and it's going to be fine. Okay, the core says that I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay.
You need time. I don't know how. I can't say it any more plain. I'm sorry. I know it's hard going from being the special kid to not being able to use magic. Just
what are you talking about?
Look. I'm sorry about the circumstances. I'm sorry about everything. I'm sorry. Just stop.
Fine. Maybe I shouldn't have come back in the first place.
Nobody said that.
You might as well have.
I didn't.
Theo is going to hold up their hand. Listen, I know this is weird for me to be here about this, but Ezra, let me just adjust going through another round of changing the sigils, okay? Yeah, let me do that. We're almost done with them. Just 2 more sessions, and then you can use your magic just fine. But, or whatever magic happens, okay? But if you keep doing that, it's just gonna burn off. Please don't do that anymore. Theo's going to take Ezra's hand, the one, like left one, and is going to look to you, Millie. It's like, thanks for the coffee and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not my place to say you can say or not, obviously, but I'm going to be finishing this, and then you can have the room back however you want. And he's going to start doing that. He's going to start doing the sigils on the hand. While that's happening, they're going to be doing that. Ezra's not looking at you anymore. I'm going to give you this opportunity to look around the apartment a little bit if you want to. There's a couple of things that you might notice while this is happening. On the coffee table, there's a lot of books that are out and available. And then there's a lot of stuff on the coffee table. So if you would like to, not coffee table, sorry, the kitchen table. A little bit more chaotic than normal for Ezra. Normally it's orderly chaos. Now it's just straight up chaos. And you might also notice that on some of the windows, one of the windows, very much like those tech TV shows that you might see, they did whiteboard marker on them to note things out as well. So there's a couple of things that you can do while this is happening.
Can I possibly use the move the sight? You can see the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences.
Cool. Yes, you can. That is going to apply to investigate a mystery, so you're just going to be able to see more than just physical things. So roll. Let's look at them 3.
Okay. And I think they're going to flex their arm with the own sigils and things they've carved into themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And focus. Another 4.
Oh boy. Mark experience again. Yeah. I will give you sight stuff. What ends up happening is while you're looking around, you start getting a lot of magical energy that keeps on kind of overtaking what's happening in terms of the spots you want to check out. Mm-hmm. They look like a little bit like necrotic energy. You're not sure. It could just be because, Ezra was previously deceased and isn't anymore, and that's changing. But also it seems like there's a lot of cloaking happening in this room. Even though Ezra was told specifically not to use magic, he might have successfully been able to use magic to cover things up. Some things that he might have been working on. So might be special, might have used to be special, but still knows how to use magic. Maybe he's using sigils written out is the best way to put it, to hide things versus using his actual magic. Which you're like, darn it, this guy. I will give you one more opportunity just because there's 3 things you can check out. If you miss another one, then of course, you missed the thing, unfortunately.
Okay, will that just be another sharp roll?
That would be another investigate a mystery roll. Okay. So you can also use sight again if you would like.
Let's go. Should be 11.
Cool. In the opposite direction. Here we go. So you get how many hold for investigate a mystery? You get 2. You get 2 hold to any of those questions. So either what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, and what is being concealed here. You can flavor those questions however you want, because don't always apply to monster situations.
I can't repeat them, but the first one and the last one.
What happened here and was being concealed? Those 2?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm glad that you knew the order. That's wonderful. So what happened here? So Ezra is doing research into specifically a couple things. One is doing research into revivals in general. 2, and what leveling of revival there's different ways to revive entities, beings, people. Is maybe looking into their own and how that was done, or something else. They are also looking into Doulahans specifically. Those are the two things they're looking into. What is being concealed here? Your sight activates a little bit more. You're getting the vibe that they are hiding information about the magic they're able to do now, as well as what happened to them or what they are now, essentially. So they have been revived. Things might be different. They might know what's going on more than they're letting on about what happened to them.
Okay.
So that's about it. But you can't see past these hidden sigils that they placed around the apartment. If you can find them and destroy them, or like change them, you might be able to figure it out. You just don't know where they are.
Okay. They're not gonna snoop for long. I think once they have like a quick run around the apartment, they're gonna go back into the living room.
Okay. So you see Theo still working. So what you see, actually, I might ask you to do something else in a second. You see closely, because you are snooping, but you're being secretive about it, and you're doing somewhat of a good job because you got an 11. You see Theo's hands are like the tips of their fingers are covered in light, and then they're going around, hovering around Ezra's arm, essentially. If you look closely enough, you can see the sigils on his skin that are tattooed in his skin are changing. It looks a lot like reverberating. Sand reverberates into patterns when sound goes through it. It looks kind of like that. Ezra looks a little uncomfortable, but it's not like in pain. Just probably feels weird, right? Like it's like vibration going through like skin is the best way to put it. And you can kind of see particles going off of his skin, like particles of light, either floating up and around. You don't know what that is exactly, but you're not sure who has this, what that ability is. You're not sure if it's a magic user specific ability or something else. If you want to look into it, you can. There might be more than one option for you here, though.
Oh boy. Okay, well, you say more than one option, as in like there's a different way I can approach this, because I do have tune in.
Mhm.
And oh no, I hate that actually. Oh no.
Because I will say that is a little bit advanced for a magic user to do.
Okay.
So that you're wondering now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's entirely up to you. Maybe.
I think I am gonna go with that. If that was
So
my
yeah,
first
okay,
thought.
cool.
I hate
thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you. I love this.
Okay. A 9.
Cool. A 9. So with that, how does it? This is what, tune in, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So looking at it, you got a 9. So you hold 1. What question did you want to ask?
What is it planning to do right now?
Right now, what it's trying to do. Who are you? This is for Theo, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So what they're planning on doing right now is what magic Ezra had. You knew Ezra is an elementalist. That's their specialty. That was their specialty. They're changing the sigils on Ezra's arm to not be that anymore because it won't work anymore for them. It's turning into sigils having to do with rawness of magic itself. So the purest form of magic there is. So that could be a lot of things. Since you don't have all of it, like if you were to study Ezra's hand a little bit more, you might know exactly in what direction it's going. But Those are very advanced. And you don't know exactly what those sigils are, because before it was a common type of sigil that most magic users use, and almost all of them use to channel magic. Depends on what you prefer. So it could be runes, it could be like from a different language that's usually human in some capacity. This is not that. And you have no idea what it is.
Right. They're just gonna stand there and wait.
Can you roll weird for me?
Absolutely. Okay.
I know I'm just like layering on the rolls for you, but like I've been waiting. You have no idea.
13.
Damn. Okay. Did not expect that. Hold on. So while you're just standing there watching Theo's back is to you, like shoulder, arm is back, like shoulder and back is to you. You feel like he's looking at you, even though he's not looking at you. And it's very, you feel it pointedly coming from Theo that he's looking at you.
Okay.
Like with a 13, you're like, oh, this motherfucker is actually looking at me right now, even though his eyes are not turned to you. He is somehow looking at you.
So if we're gonna play this game, if we're gonna play Monster of the Week, we're gonna do a little tit for tat. I would like to use Hex.
Sure. How are you planning on using Hex?
So I'm gonna read it out. When you cast a spell with use magic, you have the normal list of effects, and you can pick from the following list. I'm gonna pick the target breaks something precious or important.
Okay.
If my roll is successful.
All right. What use magic move are you doing?
I think it's just the basic move, like to attack. Like using
magic. So use magic, just do harm with magic, essentially, plus break something. Okay, cool. Go for it.
Okay, and that's weird. Right.
I knew that was gonna happen. I have a feeling it was gonna happen. I was like, watch it fail. Watch it fail.
Hot diggity.
You can always use luck.
You could use luck. Did you want to do that? Like, I'm just letting you know.
Ooh, this is a time. I just got back, y'all. How dare you?
I regret nothing.
I think for the sake, I think a failure is more beautiful. Going to my experience.
Cool. Nothing too bad happens, so don't worry. Granted, with using magic and missing using magic, it tends to be harsher of a whiplash. So, you are trying to harm Theo. Theo, seeing you do this, they're not going to move, though. You don't know exactly what happens, but the magic hits you instead. It literally, will actually describe how the harm is happening, like in terms of magic. You're doing sigils and with your fingers.
Yeah, like at their sides, and I think as this energy like crackles and sparks between their fingertips, it sparks and just like retracts, like shakes it off, but it hurts like a bitch.
So you take one harm on that. You're gonna break something precious. So what are you breaking? I can choose for you, or you can tell me what you want broken.
I think. Let me see. I'll double check something. Oh no. I think they break their glasses.
You break your glasses.
And this throw up, like they toss their hand up and just end up smacking themselves across the face and breaking their glasses.
So that happened. So it's really quick. So try to spark magic in Theo's direction. You do not see what happens. It bounces right back at you. You break your glasses. Theo stops what they're doing. They're not done, but they stop what they're doing. It's like, that is the second time that you tried to hurt me today. And he looks over his shoulder. Is there a conversation we need to have?
No, I'm just gonna not be here. And they just leave. Like, not leave the apartment, but like go find somewhere else to snoop.
Okay. I'll give you one place that you can snoop. So you can snoop bedroom or bathroom.
Bedroom.
Okay. So you're going to the bedroom. You still feel, because again, you got a 13, so this is just going to stay active while this entire time. Theo, you feel that movement as you're passing behind them. They were looking at you with like their face turns back around slowly, but you still feel that weird pressure being stared at as you're walking to Ezra's bedroom. Ezra is looking at you too, but like is confused, like has a very confused look of like, not why'd you do that, just more like what just happened kind of thing. Is looking worried, but just decides not to say anything. So there is, the bedroom looks messy. It's also very bright in here, extremely bright. All the lights are on everywhere. That is that's extremely out of character. Now, like versus like, oh, it's just the living room. Oh, it's also his bedroom. The lights are on. There is also journals on the nightstand, probably his journals that he writes in. And then there is his end tables, if you want to check those things. You can only do one investigate a mystery in here.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
A 7.
You hold one. What would you like to see? What would you like to look at?
Let's see. I want to go with what is being concealed here in hopes of finding a sigil, if that's too specific.
No, that's fine, because you know that it's somewhere in here. Whether in here, just in the apartment. Okay. So you looking around, you see that journal. One of the journals, like there's a couple of journals. One is recently disturbed. It looks kind of very used, like it's almost entirely full in comparison to the rest of them. You have a feeling in the back of your head, because you know your cousin, they like to hide sigils or hidden things in books or in places that are harder for people to have the patience to look through. So usually puts that in books or in places that are out of reach or places people don't think to look. So you're wondering maybe that it might be a sigil. One of the sigils might be in there, and that potentially it's in multiple locations throughout the apartment, and they're arranged in a certain way. So one of the sigils might be in one of those journals, or that one that looks, you're eyeing the one that looks the most used, because that might be the hardest for people to look through. So you're gonna pick that up. And I'm going to say roll cool for me to see if you find it, if you have the patience to find it in time.
Oh boy. A 5.
Oh, gain experience. So you're sifting through, you're looking through, you're like, I don't know. I like, there's a lot of notes continuing about revivals and stuff like that, but you don't see anything that's out of the ordinary for placement of sigils or notes or anything like that. And then just as you're like starting to get fed up, you hear a knock on the door, like the door frame that makes you turn around. And you see, actually, because I'm not sure yet, odd or even. Odd or even?
Oh,
Sorry, out of context.
Odd.
We're playing it loose. Like, let's go. Odd or even? Sorry.
Oh, wait, am I supposed to roll or what?
I'm rolling. You tell me.
Odd.
Odd.
Okay.
It is Ezra at the door. And they're looking at you with a raised eyebrow. And it's just like, what are you doing? Mills?
I can ask you the same thing.
Instead of being passive aggressive, you can just ask the direct question. We've been at this for 3 weeks. If you have a question that you need to ask me, you can ask it. You're checking in on me, you're giving me food, you're making sure
Why are
I'm
you
okay. I
rearranging
think
your
I owe you.
magic?
What?
Yeah.
What?
I know you're not doing elemental things anymore. The sigils.
I know. It's because, as far as I know, I can't anymore. When I came back different. Elemental magic isn't something we weren't sure what would happen, and that's one of the losses, unfortunately. It's just not. I can still do magic. I just can't do what I like doing anymore.
Then why are you still trying?
Trying to what? Do elemental
Trying
magic?
to force something. No,
I've been doing this
sigils
magic
in
for
general. You should.
For 10 years, 15 years. I've been doing this magic. This is what I grew up with. We grew up together doing this magic. You want me to just turn it off? Yeah, it hurts. It hurts not doing this anymore. It sucks. What do you want me to say?
I can't say I understand. I want you to be safe. And
I'm not safe anymore.
I don't know what Theo is. I don't trust him. I'm scared. I don't want anything else happening to you. I don't want to lose you again. I don't know what happens if I'm not. Can you say that? Can you swear on your left hand that nothing else is going to happen?
No. I can't. I did this to me, Millie. Theo did not want to do this. I trust Theo. I knew better. It's my fault. Honestly and truly. It is.
Look, I know. Well, I don't know. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but I would think it's a small sacrifice given a second life. You can do that, can you? It doesn't. I. If not for me, everyone else. I don't know what to tell you. I can't plead or bleed enough or give my own vitality or arcana to help.
I don't know what's going to happen. I'm fine right now. I'm still
Right now.
me. Right now, I'm me. I'm fine now. I don't know.
And if you stopped right now, you would stay you. We don't know what's going to happen.
We're trying to figure it out. That's what this is.
We don't.
I will stop.
don't
I will
have
stop.
to.
I will stop using magic right now. Okay. I can promise you that. I can stop doing that until this is done.
Millie just shakes their head and walks out.
Okay. So you're going back into the living room area?
Mhm.
Yeah. Azra doesn't follow you out. Theo's not there anymore. It seems that like whatever happened was done, essentially. I will say, because actually I'm gonna reverse a little bit. While this argument's happening just before you walk out, you notice that one of your shadows, the one that was in your face in the elevator specifically, is looks like it beelined across the living room towards the window. It looked like it was getting ready to get into someone's face, actually. Like it wanted to like start a fight with something. And here, because this is someone was watching us. Ooh, I could have. Ooh,
What do
I
you,
could have.
what do you mean?
Someone was watching us. I could have gotten them. Ooh, I could have gotten them. So close. They were right there. Right there. I didn't get to see them. Ooh, I could have gotten. If I got their face, ooh, I would have pointed them out to you again. Oh, and then we could have gotten them.
Come on, we're going. Maybe you'll see him on the street or something, but we have to go.
Why the long face?
Maybe I was born with it.
I saw you, Jess. Like I read your lips, okay? Anyway, as you're saying that, as we goes more with it, your phone goes off. You look down at it and you see a message from Aurora, your current handler. And you realize it was another message before, and it says like, "Hey, where are you? Your team's looking for you." Like, kind of that. It's the wrong emoji used, but it's that like flat one where it's like a flat line and like two wide eyes, like, like, where are you? They're like, you should be at headquarters now. And you get the urge that like, and then you read the previous one, emergency. It's all cells, please come to HQ. It's also from Aurora, so that means that it's punctuated with a smiley face. So you need to head back to HQ. And you're like, fine. And you dart out. Now we are all caught up, coming back in, thematically changing the camera to follow your back as you're leaving through. It zooms in on your back and then it goes over your shoulder. You're walking with your cell away from the coffee shop bookstore after getting this book that you were able to successfully get. It seemed like everything's fine except for Mo doesn't seem like she's doing well. So you look towards Mo. Mo, I'm assuming you're leading the pack on that one. Camera follows you. Can you describe, Mo, because we did not do that, how you look?
Right. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I know what you look like.
Is a brick house of a woman. Mo is huge. She's like 6 foot. and has super wide shoulders and just like definitely keeps in shape. She's got dark skin, curls, shaved head, brown eyes, full lips. She's older. She's, I guess I mentioned this in the previous session, but she's like mid to late 40s. And she is the type to wear leather jackets in the summertime, although it's fall now, so we have good fall jacket weather. And other features, she wears dog tags around her neck, and she wears a wedding ring on her finger. And yeah, she carries herself like a soldier because she was one.
There you go. So you're walking like a soldier, leading this pack. Willow is going to saunter up to you, hands behind their back after finishing their latte. There's like red streak over the top of their lips because red velvet. It's like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You got a little something here. Yeah, you got
Get
it.
it? I get it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Good job.
You're okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, you just threw a immortal ghost across a coffee shop.
It was an accident, Court. It was an accident.
An accident? How? I still don't understand how that works.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a reflex.
I think they all agreed already, but you should probably get checked out by those the medic wing at your HQ, possibly.
I will. Yes, thank you for your concern, Willow. I appreciate it, but I will be fine. I will go get checked out. We will get this book journal thing to where it's supposed to go, which is not in our hands. So that's it. That's it. Mission accomplished. Only did it a day. That's the fastest we ever had a turnaround. I'm impressed with us.
Only took us being benched.
Well, yeah. We don't
Benched?
got to talk about that.
What does it mean to be benched? Does that mean you get hit by a bench, or does that mean that you
Yes.
sit on a bench?
Hit by a bench.
No.
Y'all look
Go ahead.
fine to me.
It's a metaphorical bench.
Oh, it's another one of those turn of phrases I don't understand. Okay,
Mhm.
I understand.
By the way, did you know that the other groups talk about us?
Yeah.
Like, kind of a lot. What?
Well, duh. Did you not? I figured as much as you eavesdrop, you would have known that.
I eavesdrop more on a lot of you than anyone else, but wait. But what are they talking about? I mean, wait.
Well, I
Get
just
it, Millie,
sometimes-
roll investigate a mystery. Cordelia, if you want to.
Absolutely.
Watch them miss. Watch them miss again.
Watch the miss.
Watch
it.
him.
Big money, no whammies.
Wow, just succeeded. You have one hold on investigate a mystery. If you want, you can also use sight if you would like to.
No, we'll keep it like a regular investigative mystery.
Cool.
Let's see. What happened here?
What happened here? Cordelia has been acting very tight-lipped around you, and keeps on saying very sly stuff like that. This is the third time that Cordelia has done this about eavesdropping and hiding things and keeping secrets around you specifically.
Cordelia, am I missing something? Is there like a wire being crossed and I'm not aware of? This seems to be a reoccurring thing.
I wouldn't say it's you. I would say that. I would say okay. So, obviously, we have our group. We've been on a bit of a rocky shore at the moment. Things have been not exactly going our way. I mean, hey, we finished this mission rather quickly, so who knows? Maybe things are turning around. I guess not to get anyone's hopes up or to really spoil the fun, but I something, and I think it could help bring Ezra back. I think I've almost cracked the ritual to do so.
Really? Are you sure? Is there someone else who can look over your work?
Oh no, it hasn't just been me. I may have been getting some help with this from someone, and
Who?
I don't know if you've met them. They're from the R&D department, but we're getting very close. Just 2 more ingredients, and I'm on the trail of one of them. So soon.
So that's what you've been doing
Well, yes,
for Ezra?
yes.
Oh,
What did you think?
honestly,
Honestly, what?
well, sometimes you have this mischief streak in you. It could have been for anything. That's not the point. What were you gonna say, Megs?
You know that it's bad when I'm the one that wants to be the most truthful.
Ah, look.
To be fair,
It's-
I wasn't.
Millie, we know.
Shit.
No. Now what? That my glasses are missing.
I was
I was
curious
gonna
about
ask
that.
about
Let's
that.
talk about that.
But Ezra,
What about Ezra?
you're really gonna make us play this out. Ezra's alive. Gave you the chance to say it. Thanks for making me say it instead.
Congratulations. I really didn't want to keep that from you all, but things happen.
Are you gonna explain
And I'm
why
s-
you kept it from us?
It's beyond my pay grade.
All right, but we're not just a team. Okay. You mean more than that to us. I can't ask that the same of you, but like, is Ezra?
Yeah, I know it's Ezra. I know we just went through a harrowing whirlwind adventure just to bring him back, and I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know if that would have been a breach, and I didn't want him to be in any worse trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble, so it wasn't malicious or being covetous. I just couldn't say.
Millie, do you think we'd tattle on you? Us of all people. You can trust us.
I know.
We're here for
I
you.
just couldn't trust myself, I guess.
If you would have come to me, Millie, I would have been able to tell you that the Corps was already working on trying to bring him back.
Now he's back. Yay.
Yeah. So, why hasn't he said anything?
Because he's going through some things. And his magic has been affected, and he's taking it really hard.
So I need some time.
Yeah, he's gonna need some time.
Okay, we can do that, can't we?
Yes, of course.
Thanks. We don't have a choice either way.
As you're
I'm sorry.
having this, sorry. As you're having this heartfelt moment, you say sorry. Mo, your phone rings. Oh.
Hello?
It's been a minute. It's like,
I know.
Mo, this is Aurora. Hello.
Hi, what's up?
So when were you going to actually call me about when you were going to get the journal or anything like that, or starting the mission even?
I wasn't, well, look, it's not like it requires an every second check-in, and I wasn't
You were
entirely
bent
sure.
not that long ago, and then you just walked out the door, and I need to know what's happening.
We had a case. It was important. It was time sensitive. Look, I don't want to argue with you about this. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but honestly, we figured it out. We even got the journal.
Oh, did you? Okay, that is wonderful. I am actually very happy about that. But still, procedure. Hello.
We're not great with procedure.
I know you're not. Like, you just got off. Okay, listen. I'm glad you got. Let me just start back from the beginning. Hello, Aurora. Please check in next time. That is literally the bare minimum I'm asking for. I am glad that you have the journal. Thank you. Now I can tell you what you should be doing with the journal now that you have it.
Yes, that would be excellent. I would love to drop this thing off. It is cursed.
Yes, I know. No one touched it in a way or opened it, right? That didn't happen.
Define open.
I didn't think I would have to define opening a book, but yes, when you open a book, you open the covers up. You read it. You open it and read it. The first page normally. You didn't do that, right?
Listen,
Mariah.
it's not about it's not about whether I read it or not. It's about who didn't read it.
Did you?
Maybe. Yes. Okay. Damn.
Okay.
It was really enticing, and it was
oh my goodness. Just bring it in. Cover it in some capacity.
Okay.
Put it in your jacket. Wrap it in something. I don't care. Bring it in and bring it to the research and development area, 4th floor. Someone will be waiting to receive you there.
Okay.
Don't have anyone else read it.
No, it's in my hands.
Are you hurt in any way after reading it?
No, unless you count the whole pinprick of blood thing, but that's,
I'm sorry, what now?
It was like a paper cut. It's just paper cut.
Oh my goodness. How? Yes. Brett, come back to HQ. I will actually not see you. Just go straight to R&D. Have a good one. And then hang up.
Okay. Bye, Aurora. She's uptight. God damn. I miss Theo. Ugh.
How's it feel to be breaking the rules for once?
I
Sly dog.
didn't mean to break no rules. You are bad influences on me.
Welcome to the dark side, Mo.
We have cookies.
We got to report to R&D, and let's just not talk about it. I'm gonna take off my jacket and wrap it in the jacket.
Okay, cool. And you do that. So you wrap it. I would say that it takes about. I'm gonna assume that you're taking a Lyft or a taxi. back to HQ, just because curse book in the middle of a public area. Like, I'm assuming that's what you would love to do. If not, by all means, chance it. But you're heading back to HQ. It takes about 20 minutes, just because traffic. It's a little bit afternoon now, so lunch rush is dying down, so it's taking a little longer by car, but you get there. You go through your usual procedure of entering the building to get there. So approaching, goodness. Approaching the exterior of HQ, you go through the process of entering there. Usually sigils, like the entrance is decrepit. You go through the process of lighting up the runes and sigils on each side of the door. And then the factory turns into a functioning operational factory versus an abandoned one. You go through. It's not as busy as it was there when you first got there, everyone except for Millie, with the whole rush situation. And you're gonna make your way. You're gonna beeline to the R&D department on the 4th floor. So when you do that, you are received when the doors open. You enter through. There is Jack there. Cordelia, you know who Jack is. Y'all don't. I do not have a picture of Jack, unfortunately. One day soon we'll have Jack. But Jack has short cropped hair. Is short. How would you say? Like, was it stocky? Was like kind of what they looked like a little bit. Very dark eyes. Very nerdy vibe is what you're getting. They're right there as you get off the elevator. So like kind of waiting a little too patient, like, like right there waiting for the doors to open. Oh, hi. I take a step back. There we go. Hi. How are you doing? You have things for me. Yes?
Yep. Hi.
Oh, right. I'm Jack. It's nice to meet you.
This is who I was talking about, yes.
I've never met you before.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to pretend I don't know. Yeah, no.
I guess that's on me, but no.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? So I was told that you have a curse journal for me. If you could put it over on this table here, and they direct you towards the table, and it is like a mahogany table, but it looks like it's barely sanded down. It looks like it kind of just existed as a tree kind of carved out of a table carved out of a tree. There we go. Not sanded down. You can still see the knots and stuff like that. And it has a lot of runes carved into it, specifically. It looks like it's made for placing items of this specificness on it, instead of being bare-handed touched like Mo just did. So it's like, if you would place that over there. I was told by Aurora, if I remember correctly, that someone opened it. Who was that? Oh, I was expecting like one point to Megan.
I know.
Weird, right?
It's a little weird. But yes, I would advise. I'm just going to do a quick. I'm going to just like ask you a few questions, and then I would advise that you go to the medic wing afterwards. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right, and then like you place the book with your jacket on, and I'm assuming you take your jacket off. You take your jacket off the journal and put it on. All right. So, how old are you?
That's a rude question.
I'm sorry. No, like not like that. Like not like that. I'm sorry. Sorry. I kind of need to. Okay. Your full name.
Mariah Ann Jackson.
Okay. What happened in the last 24 hours?
The last 24 hours?
12 hours? Last 12 hours. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had toast.
Okay.
Blackberry jam.
Mm-hmm.
Blackberry's the best kind.
Okay. Did you have any coffee?
Yes, I did. I did have coffee.
Willow pipes up. Yes, Mo did have coffee. His name was Damien. Is that right?
It's not wrong, but that's not. We're actually talking about the coffee this time. This time we're actually talking about the coffee.
Jack's like, oh, you had coffee.
No.
Oh, okay, no. Okay, so you had coffee. What else did you do today?
What? Okay. I sat in a chair looking through a phone book, and then we went to a coffee shop. Yeah.
Just because you stealthily forgot something, I'm not sure if you intended to about the interrogation. I did it on
purpose.
I know, but also, GM on purpose, you do not remember that part of the day, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you didn't do anything else?
Nope.
I think they're forgetting a little bit.
What is being forgotten? So you had toast. You had breakfast. You came to HQ. What did you do from HQ?
We got a summons about an emergency.
Okay, yes, everyone got that. Okay, so memory lapsing. Okay, that's not good. You sure you don't? Okay, this is
well. I'm pretty no.
Oh, there's a chunk of time missing. That's not great. All right, you should go to the medic.
Yeah, but that happened before.
No. You don't understand curse journals. We're not doing this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. But in general, you should probably go get checked out. That's not great in general for memory loss to happen abruptly and around certain times. So please, medic wings on the first floor. It's fine. Yes, go ahead. Yes, bye.
No,
please take care.
Behave yourselves.
And as Mo, I'm assuming you get into the elevator. You didn't really leave the elevator. You were kind of like blocked the entire time. Well, no, you weren't. You actually went to the table. But you just make your way back. And you go to the medic wing. They're gonna address everyone who's left. Willow is still awkwardly standing there. But I was like, yes, so I'm gonna do research into the journal to do classification. Right. And y'all can see that the little sigils on the table are starting to kind of light up, and you kind of see the outline of a dome around it a little bit. It's like, so it is contained. Everything's fine. But hopefully it stays that way. That's what I'm worried about, because if something triggered, hopefully nothing bad happens after being triggered. So I'm going to do some tests. It's going to take about maybe 3 to 5 hours, give or take, depending on the nature of it. I will call you back, or I'll have Aurora reach back out to you. She was very upset with me. Well, not me, but upset, and it felt personal. Kind of hurt a little bit. But bottom line is, yeah, I got it. And then you see Jack kind of surreptitiously like scooch over and try to block the rest of their room on purpose, kind of backing up a little bit and trying to block specifically a wall. No, that's interesting stuff that you do not want to know about. And like, yeah. So yeah, it's Megan, right? Like,
to try and see.
So you're gonna try to push past Jack on that one?
We could do push past. We could do like investigate a mystery to like peek around. Like,
I'll say investigate a mystery because you're not trying to push past them yet. So I would say you can see, because they're not that tall. I don't think, actually. I think they're like, oh shit. So you have a whole 2. Ask the questions you would like to ask.
Yeah, so I believe what is being concealed here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
And then probably what happened here.
All right, so behind Jack, who is very much shorter than you are, so you do not have to crane your neck that much to see what's behind them. But on the wall, it looks like a whiteboard wall, which is chaotic as all hell. It looks like there's a lot of notes having to do with revival, which is interesting. You see that. And you also see behind them that like there's a whole bunch of books spewed all over the place, also extremely chaotic, that seem to be about the same thing. But what was the other question?
So it was what is being concealed here and what happened here.
What's being concealed here and what happened here? Right now, Jack is trying to hide y'all from seeing this at the moment. It might have something to do with Cordelia mentioned that like Cordelia was talking to someone about reviving Ezra. This might have something to do with it, and it seemed like it was a secret, but they don't know that you know about the revival, so they're trying to respect Cordelia's privacy at the moment about what they're looking into. So they're lifting their hand further as if that's going to help block it. But it's not really helping at all.
Interesting study topic there.
What do you mean? what are you talking about? We should look at that journal right now.
You want us to look at the journal? How are we going to do that if we can't touch it?
I mean, I am doing research. You're right. You should leave.
Megan visibly laughs at his face.
That's rude. Like I'm
the
trying
one who's
to
kicking us out when I asked a question.
That's fair. It's research that I'm doing about a specific thing. You should not be looking at it. It's private. Go away.
She kind of like claps him on the shoulders, like, "Okay, Jack," and she winks and walks away.
Thank you. I feel better. Goodbye. But yes, I will do the research into the journal. Aurora will reach out to y'all later. Okay. Cool.
Quick question, Jack.
Yes.
So obviously the book is contained.
Mhm.
What if someone were to try to like mess with it while it is in that protective sort of circle?
When you say mess with it, do you mean you're planning on messing with it, or are you talking about just in general someone messing with it?
It could be anyone. Who knows?
Okay, well, it's in containment. It will, if not authorized to enter or tamper with, it will do damage to whoever attempts to. It will cause burn damage, and or it will push you back if you try to. Well, it will try to burn you if you try to push past the boundary, but usually people get thrown back before they could get there. Anyway, I advise not to. That will hurt a lot. I accidentally done it several times to myself because I was working too fast. You know me. And I hurt myself. So please don't do that. It hurts a lot.
Of course.
Is there anything we should be like looking out for? You mentioned that hopefully something wasn't triggered.
Oh, it depends on the curse. If it could cause damage over time, it could be something that passes on to other people. It could be it could cause memory lapsing, which is a symptom that I have to verify. But everything should be fine. It could just be something else that happened today with Mo. Yeah, there's other things that tamper with memory in the core. I'm just going to verify with the journal first to make sure that it's not that and maybe it's something else. So yes, it shouldn't be too much of a worry. It seems like you got it pretty easily, so hopefully it's a low tier item that doesn't do too much damage. It's just a magical band-aid and you're good to go. Can y'all leave now? Goodbye.
Yes, of course. Bye, Jack.
Okay,
So nice
you.
to meet you, Jack.
Nice to meet you too, Megan. Take care.
Also, you don't have to worry about them. They're my team.
Then that was really rude then.
No. I mean, I do certainly appreciate that. Like, just like as she's sort of like floating away, like just like ever so slightly. Like, I do appreciate you like trying to keep my secret and like all that. But
okay, well,
if
like, so the team's good. No one else is. Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't say like go offering any information about.
Oh, I won't offer any information. Just like
No,
yourself, like this. It's fine with yourself. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Awesome.
Like, they wouldn't say anything. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Take care. Bye. And y'all are free to do what you want now. So what I'll ask is, let's see. So there's going to be a couple of things that happen. I'm going to start with you, Megan. And then we might go to break, actually. So since we're just waiting on Mo to see if Mo's okay, it seems was what's happening right now. We're gonna go with that. Cordelia, is there something you wanted to do?
I would like to try and see if I can pin down like any better what the next ingredients might be. But if there's not necessarily time for that, that's okay.
It's not necessarily a time thing. Actually, if you do, you would have to go back to the Lord Library to find out what those ingredients might be. So if you do want to do that, you can do that. I would say roll for that. I'll ask you to roll for it in a bit. And
good.
then when Vin comes back, I'll ask. So, Megan, you are trying to. You have a couple of people that are getting ready to come back in to give you information because you sent people out to get information for you. As you are going back to your hideout, which is where you stay, it's on the second floor, I think, is where everyone's housing is. As you're getting off the elevator to do that, you see someone leaning against the wall opposite of the elevator, like they're waiting for you. See this guy? You know him. You hate that extremely handsome but annoying face in general. It's Zane. They're leaning against the wall. They're dressed very like dark colors, dark shirt with hoodie down. They have a lighter, like one of those like old lighters that like you flick. It makes a really obvious noise when you open the top of it, very loud, and it makes you wince every time he does it. Sharp eyes looking at you, gray eyes, black hair slicked back. Smirk on his face, very, very casual smirk. And as the doors open, you see him. He looks up at you. Hey, trader, how you doing?
Hello, Zane.
So, I heard that y'all are off the bench now. Man, I didn't think I would hear the day. Granted, it's only been a few weeks.
I mean, of course, way back where everyone's here. You should know that by now.
Right. Does anyone know quite about how you just run away when things get hot? Ooh, wrong term, wrong phrasing. I shouldn't have said that. that's incorrect for me. Apologies.
Does anyone know how people tend to turn up in less than ideal situations around you?
What are you talking about? Me? I'm an innocent lad. I have no idea what you're talking
As
about.
innocent as I am, Zane.
That's true. That is true. At least I don't run away from my friends when something bad's getting ready to happen to them. There's that too.
I'd rather do that than be the cause.
Cause? That couldn't be me. Wouldn't be me. Could never. Why would that be me? I would never hurt Isaiah. Oh wait, no, Isaiah's dead. I wonder if that's your fault. It's probably your fault. Yeah, definitely.
It could be, but it
Mhm.
could be yours too.
You
Do you
can't
need
know that.
something?
I just wanted to terrorize you. Come on now. It's like my main job.
Don't you have something better to do?
No. My cell's on the break. We just finished another round there.
Are you
we-
benched now?
No, actually, I'm waiting for the next assignment. I've never been benched, actually.
Huh.
Unlike you. Have you been stealing anything lately?
Why does that matter?
Kind of matters. I mean, we're in the Arcane court where things are not really supposed to go missing. I heard recently, and it's just my hunch, my sources, because I have sources too. That something went missing in one of the warehouses, and they're still trying to classify it. You wouldn't have anything to do about that, would you?
Does Megan have anything to do with that?
Oh yeah, you totally do. Like it's the knife that you
Okay.
gave
I wasn't
to.
sure where the knife came from.
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What
What was it?
No one knows. They just know that they're
Wow.
trying to find the classification of what it is, but I don't know. It just reeks of you. So I'm just like curious if you had anything to do with that. You are known for your sticky fingers, after all.
I mean, you had the same training I did, Zane.
I know.
Just as sticky.
But you're so obvious. Like, it's always obviously you.
Says the one waiting up against an elevator with a casual smirk on his face, flipping his lighter, waiting for someone to show up. Yes, I'm
It's
the
interesting.
obvious one.
Well, I wanted to be obvious. I pick when I'm obvious.
Uh-huh.
You just can't help but be aware of, like, everyone can, like, see you coming from a mile away. You know that, right? And as he says that, don't worry, someone's got you covered. Around the corner, this tall, looming figure of a man, thankfully the right person for the job, comes around the corner. Oddly sneaky, barely can hear him, right? And his large hand like claps down on Zane's shoulder. Zane like stiffens at that, turns around and sees Marcus. Dark skin, has dreadlocks, shaved sides, and Marcus is like grinning still, but it's becoming slowly feral as he's looking down at Zane. Zane looks like the color's draining from his face. It's like, "Hey Zane, what's good, buddy? What's up? God, I haven't seen you in a while. Gosh, you are forever following Megan everywhere. You're like a lost puppy. It's weird. It's fucking weird, bro."
You okay there, Zane? You're looking a little pale.
Yeah, like, do you need something, dude? Like water, a life, something. Like squeezes, and it looks like it's just a slight squeeze, but it looks like it hurt Zane. Like, just like, good to see you, Zane. Get out of here. And like pushes him, and it looks like a very mild push, but Zane goes tumbling past Megan into the elevator, and Zane like rights himself. So, well, I got to meet up with my cell anyway. So
Does he drop the lighter?
no.
Aw, dang. Maybe he can steal it.
I know you were just like, take that shit. It's just like, well, I gotta make my cell anyway. We gotta get lunch, after finishing our mission this morning. So take care, I guess.
Yeah.
And he like closes the elevator door. So it slowly closes. He rights himself, and then Marcus takes a big sigh. His smile goes back to normal. What was that about?
The usual. I'm just being a
Yeah.
jackass.
What is that guy's problem with you? I know you have like but in terms of like him specifically, like it just seems personal.
I mean, we have our own history. Come from the same place. But I'm getting close to one of his secrets. I think he's worried.
You'll let us know when the time's right, I'm assuming, when you know, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Y'all will be the first to know.
Or yourself.
Well,
which I take no offense if that happens, but I'm like, Cat will. And he starts walking to, like, he's gonna follow you to the hideout, essentially. When you get there, actually I was gonna ask you a question before you get there. Odd or even?
Even.
Okay. Yeah, I do this often, everyone. Even. Okay. So when you enter your hideout, you see Cat there too. Cat is sitting on the boxes, similar to how Jesse was. You get there. Where are you? Where are you, Cat? There you are. Cat. Very obvious, very loud personality in terms of look. Half purple hair, half black hair. Septum piercing, lip piercing. Very sharp brown eyes. Framed with mascara. Very gothic look. Very clearly gothic look. Alt look. They have a laptop open on their lap. They're crossed over the boxes. And you just hear their little fingers tapping away. And then on the other side of the room, you see Jesse. Jesse's on another box doing the other thing. And they look up at you, both of you. And it was like, oh my gosh, you're alive. I'm glad. That is Kaz. It's like, so I'm going to ignore the whole sass you were giving me about Faye and all of those stuff and answer my question correctly and all the other just jazz.
Ask a question.
I didn't ask a question. I'm sorry. I asked it the way I ask questions. You know how I ask questions. You know what I was looking for. Don't pretend. Bottom line is, I'm assuming you found the book. I'm glad. Worried about what it does, but hey, it's out of my hands. Now, what's going on? And like points to Jesse. Who is that?
That's
And she keeps on asking for my name, and she thinks I don't know what Fae are, so I don't appreciate that. Jesse's like, it's worth a shot.
That's Jessie. She's helping me out. She's what exactly are you to Elle? I don't feel like minion is like the best word, but that's the word that comes to mind.
No, I'm not a yellow tiny thing. No, that's not what I am. But bottom line is that I'm a scout. That's what I do. I look for information. I provide it to Elle. So I guess I'm a minion, but I wouldn't call myself that. Miss Elle takes care of all of us. We all have our jobs to do, and she protects us. So, but information for you that I have, it's a little complicated because there's a moment in time where I do not remember what happened, but I have a lot of information for you and for the audience in general, just so you know who Jessie is. This is Jessie. That is a receptionist from Freyton from before. Now, so she stands up, hops up, and walks up to you. So, Theo, this is the information I have. Theo has a office on the 5th floor. It's very well hidden. I can direct you to there if you want to check it out later. But Theo has been acting very skittish and nervous. It looks like he's waiting for something, and then suddenly he left the core. Like he left, and he went to your library, the lore library, and he got a whole bunch of books of some sort, like a large set of books that he suddenly kind of like condensed down into like several little books, and then he left. He left the core. I'm not sure if he's supposed to do that. Granted, I don't think this is a day job situation. It's kind of like you go as you needed, but left. And I was able to follow him to an apartment of some sort. Not an apartment, a brownstone, like of some sort. He's only there for a little bit. I'm assuming it was where he lives, because he was able to get in and out pretty quickly. And then he left, and I followed him to Prospect Heights, I believe, and then I don't remember what happened. And I came back here.
What kinds of things can make you lose your memory?
I don't know. It's kind of freaking me out, but I'm keeping like a brave face about it. I remember following him to taking a taxi. That's what I remember. And then he got out. It looked like he suddenly got out, and then he rounded a corner, and then I showed back up here.
So you don't even know how you got back here.
Yes, I scared Kat. Like points to Kat, who like is like dead staring at Jesse, like with a glare. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know how I got here. I don't know what can do that, but it's not human, is all I can tell you.
I mean, I don't know if Elle knows what he is or not.
You can ask her if you want. Granted, it's gonna cost you. Maybe.
This is a favor for Elle, and if Elle wants to protect you, knowing what can erase your memories might be helpful.
That is fair. She doesn't like when her fae are messed with. So if you want to, like motions to the mirror, you totally do that.
Do you have anything for me, Kat?
Did you ask me to do something? Because all I did was research the book for you. Did you want me to look at something else?
No, you're here, so I'm trying to figure it out.
I was
just
checking in
making
on
sure.
you. I was checking in on you to see if you were okay. And Zane was kind of getting ready to snoop around before I got here. So, you know, Marcus told him the business and left.
Yes.
And Marcus like nods his head, probably in the corner.
What do you all know about Fae?
Tricky. There's a hierarchy system of some sort, usually court. Fae are kind of hard to make get to work for the court just because unless they detach themselves from that hierarchy, so no longer a part of the Fae worlds. That was the best way to put it. And most of them will not do that. But there are several different types of Fae. You will never know what their nature is unless they tell you or you find out yourself. That's all I know. They like to take things that are not necessarily physical of yours. Jesse nods approvingly. Good stuff.
Okay. Well, you will know that I have had run-ins with the Fae of just pretty high in the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I need to contact them.
Did you want me to turn away from the mirror while you do that, or
I will leave that to you, because I don't
well,
know what's
I'm
going to
curious.
happen to you all if she finds out
What that we
that you all are
see?
here and like know things and like what she'll ask of you. It's just a risk. I'm making sure you're aware.
Sure. I'm here with you, so let's do it. Then Marcus like just shrugs like, yeah, like ride or die, chick. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay. Then Meg goes to the mirror and contacts Elle.
All right. Roll use magic for me.
Yeah.
I watch it fail. It's just like, oh, the thing you've done all the time. Oh no, you're good. All right, never mind. But it's a mixed success. So what is the glitch for you?
We'll go with the effect is of a short duration.
Okay. So you know as soon as like you're doing this, granted you do it with practice days because you know how to contact her. But you missed a step, like just a very it's not that crucial, but you're like, ah shit, this can only hold for like 3 or 4 minutes versus however long you want. So or how whenever she ends it. So you do that. It flickers in, that glare passes over the mirror, and then is replaced with a woman with dark hair, piercing blue, endless eyes, uncomfortable to look at for too long. She's sitting somewhere. She's sitting in a chair, like against a wall, just very proudly, legs crossed, fingers folded over her knee. Looks at you, then around you, raises an eyebrow. It's like, yes, Megan. Do you have information for me?
I do have some information, but also want to bring something to your attention.
Okay.
So we've essentially found where he lives, that he's been investigating
Hmm.
around. I will say that he has also managed to tamper with Jesse's memory.
She stares at you and then like peers around the mirror to wherever Jesse is sitting, and Jesse like waves. Hey, ma'am. How much time has lost from your memory, do you think? 30 minutes? Well, that's not that bad. Okay. What happened with afterwards? Where were you found? And then Jesse relays that, like, found back in the same place. It's like, okay, so no damage has been done to you. Doesn't look like it. I kind of expected that, though I did not think that he would be hot on the trail of being followed that quickly. Okay. What do you want to know, Megan?
What do I need to know to make this successful?
Well, you gave me information. Are you telling me you know where he lives?
I believe so. It seems to be where he lives. I haven't investigated it yet, but from what Jesse saw, it seems to be that way.
Okay. If you can verify for me that that is where he lives, and possibly what he looks like, can you give me that?
Does Megan know what he looks like at this point?
Yeah, you saw it, Theo.
Yeah. Megan describes what Theo looks like. I can verify where he lives, but this is what I have so far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have. So you just need to check out where he lives. And if you can verify that for me, then anything else would be a bonus for me. Can you do that?
That's all I need to do?
Yes.
Yeah, I can do that. Is there anything I need to know about what his abilities are?
This is GM pause, not a.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. She stares at you for a moment. He won't hurt you, if that's what you're asking. It doesn't hurt humans. It's not his thing. In terms of ability, I don't know all of it. But his magic ability is impressive. It's on the same level as me or more.
Yeah.
You know, Megan, we've been working with each other for a little bit. You can ask me direct questions. You don't have to ask around the bush. I gave you magic, for God's sakes. If you have a question, ask it.
I guess it's also more of a GM question.
Sure.
Can Megan put it together, or is it clear that Theo was involved in bringing Ezra back?
That is not clear yet. If you ask a certain question, you might be able to put that together.
Okay.
Or a certain set of questions. I will give you 2 questions because now you only have a minute and a half to ask them.
Cool. First is I guess I could directly ask that. Is he
What?
involved in bringing back Ezra?
Bringing back Ezra.
Ezra is alive.
Okay. She laughs about that. She's like, okay. Yes, he could have that ability. Yes, he would need help though. I mean, he could do it himself, but there's usually a caveat with him reviving humans, so he needs to balance it out with something else.
What is he?
See, these are the questions that you should be asking. I know that with Fey logic, certain things that you might not be able to ask. I'm not Fey. Like I've said this already.
I don't know what you are.
I'm
but
not.
I was
I'm
under the
not fully
impression you
Fey.
didn't know what he was.
Anyway, what I know so far about the so-called Theo is that he is Nephilim. That is what I think. I have a theory, and I need to confirm it. And if it is, then he is the perfect person to talk to for me. And you kind of verified for me that he is more than just a magic user. He can bring people back if he wants to. He can do beyond. He's what do you call it? Transcendent.
Just so you know, is apparently someone else who's bringing people back from the dead.
Really?
Jackal, someone was brought back.
Yes, Willow has told me. I'm looking into that already because it is a different thing. It's done under, well, it was done in a town that is technically under my protection. So yes, we're looking into that one. My understanding it is not a Theo-related thing. So don't worry about that one
It's
for
just
now.
curious how many
You have 30
examples
seconds.
of people who can bring people back from the dead.
Oh, there's plenty of people that can bring back from dead. It's just you shouldn't do that.
Got it.
It's usually a drawback of some sort, whether on the person brought back or the person who did the bringing back, or in rare cases, not really, it's usually not that rare. It's actually usually the caveat. An event might happen, usually an apocalyptic one. That's why you don't normally bring back people from the dead. It's usually a sign of something, a triggering of a prophecy here or there, or something like that, depending who you ask. So you
Another
have
GM
10
question.
seconds.
Another GM question because I forgot something.
Okay,
Did
I'm
Mo
pausing
tell-
10 seconds.
Did Mo tell about like the apocalypse portion of the book, or like the book causing like a series of events or the things happening? No, did not. Okay, cool.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Anything else? Because it looks like your magic's kind of fraying a little bit, and I have somewhere to be. So
Thank you, El. I will
You're welcome.
let you know if I find anything.
yes, so let me know if that is his address, because I would love to have a word with him. And then as her eyes go very blue, the mirror fades away, and we are going to go to break, everyone. Ta-ta. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Oh man, so much good, spicy goodness just happened in the first half of this. Now we're going into the next half. We're going back to the fourth floor R&D. Cordelia, we're going to go to you. You and Millie are still there. What are you planning on doing? You said you wanted to do research into something, so you're heading. Go ahead.
Yes. So I was planning on heading to the lore library. Is real quick question though. Is Willow still with us?
Yes, Willow is still there, being very sentry, like standstill, guard look on their face, practiced look for them.
Willow dear, would you accompany me to the library?
Yes, I just went from one book location to another book location. What do you need help with?
I just enjoy your company. I mean, do I have to need something from you?
I would have appreciated if you needed something from me, so I could have taken something. But yes, I will. I'll follow you for company purposes.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. Millie, if you need anything, let me know.
Sure.
Right. Cordelia, what are you doing?
Just about as soon as we're out of earshot. So about giving you something of me, something of mine.
Oh, right to it then. Okay, here we go. Yes. What?
Yes,
What?
So there are a few things I'm trying to find. Some of it, I feel as though I might know where I can find it. Others might be harder to come by. Some I'm still trying to figure out what they are. But another DM question. Can Corey go to, what is it, Calico Alley on her own? Or
If you want to.
not right now, but like...
Not right now, but yes, anyone can go to Calgary. You know exactly where it is.
Okay.
And Willow can accompany if you want. Or anyone else wants to go, they totally can. But yes, you know exactly where Calgary is. It is in Manhattan.
Okay.
It's in a place called Alphabet City. It's where all the avenues start from A, B, C, D. And all that other stuff between C and D. It's an avenue that does not exist. There's a certain way to get into it.
Okie dokie. And so I would love to give you something of mine.
Spiritual essence would do.
Yes, I don't really know what else there would be. So
memories. I can take memories. One of your names, your middle name.
We'll see where this takes us.
Okay. All right, it's fine. But yes, you know the deal. What are you looking for?
Well, I asked about it earlier, but Dawn Root. I need some of that. I won't trouble you for the other item yet, just because I don't want to place you into anything that could get you into harm's way. But
not many things can harm me, but it depends on what you're asking for me to get.
Yes, that's why I don't know where I'm getting it, but
but I can at least get you done with. That is from where I am. I can get that for you. What way? Okay, what is this for? Maybe I should specify, because depending on what it's for, it depends on how it is made. I can give you the root itself, or I can transition it into some form of other substance, such as a powder or a liquid.
I need a tether, something to keep me here.
So thread.
Certainly, if that's, I wasn't gonna. I
What are
almost
you
said if that's
doing with
in the-
this?
I am working on a ritual, something that I thought was going to be for Ezra, but
Oh.
we certainly have to test these things first. Have a prime subject.
Well,
Accumulating.
if you give me what I want, I can get you what you need, but I will warn you, bringing something back always has a cost. Just because you cannot see the costs of what happened to Jack or what might be happening to Ezra doesn't mean it's not there.
I understand that there is a cost, but
As long as you know that, that's all that matters to me. I don't care either way. I'm just letting you know. I would
Thank you.
I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that. I feel like that's kind of my job as like a death bay, to let you know that death is kind of important either way. But yes, so I
I've
can get
known
Dawn
death for quite some time. So.
Yes, I can. Yes. In terms of, I can get the Dawn root. I can have it transitioned into a thread that's just going to be a few bits to process. But with that, then, what would I like? What would I like? I would like a little bit of your spiritual energy. And perhaps when you succeed, potentially, a little bit of your blood. I would ask for your bones, but I can't. Bones are my thing. Like, I love bones, but that means you have to be dead, and that's not really helpful.
Very well. It's a deal.
It's a deal then. Throws up a pinky. And thank you. Sorry, that's it's something that Rose does. Anyway, shall we? Did you want me to get it, or do you want to do your research? Because I can go and get it.
I did actually still want to do my research. I just,
Okay.
I also, yes.
Okay. I will keep you company, and then when you're done, I will go get that for you. All right, cool.
Thank you.
So you're going to make your way to the lower library, which is on the 5th floor. You go back to where you were. When you get there, all the books that you had taken out. So there's like a long desk in the middle. Is one of those really long library tables. You just left it there. Parts, like a lot of them are pulled out, like as if like really quickly, and then like they fell over. You don't have to look into it, but it's just like, oh, interesting, weird, but whatever. So yeah, roll to investigate a mystery for me.
That is an 8 on the dice,
Mhm.
and that is +3. Or no, not
Okay.
+3. That would be
2, right?
insane.
No, wait.
That's, yes,
1.
+1.
Okay, yeah. Oh. Well, okay. Which question would you like to ask? You can color them however you want for this purpose.
I already sort of asked what can it do, so if I could ask what sort of, I guess not creature, but what sort of substance it is. I don't know if I have the information yet, but
So this is the item that you're still trying to find out that helps with
like
protecting
prevent
your
that
soul
corrosion.
from soul corrosion. Yes. So it's either something that is of either something of an infernal nature. It could be. It doesn't have to be, but one of them, like there's an item. Items can from the infernal realms can do that. It is that, or it's something that is of necrotic energy, or something that is of death energy of some sort. You're not entirely sure what that is, but you can look into several different death-related things to find that out. You could probably ask someone about necromancy. Anyone that has like specialty in that. Not necessarily raising the dead permanently, like raising the dead in regards to like puppetry is the best way to put it. Because they're able to raise the dead and not erode spiritual energy for some reason. But they're very careful about how they do it. It's meant to be temporary for them. So they might know something about it.
Would I know of anyone in the core?
You can ask. I will make a specialist for you. So like there's several people here, you know. So like if you want to find that person out, it's going to be more about being charming to like ask the questions you want than anything else. So
And we
this
know
would
I
be
can be.
hey, it's worth a try, right? So it would be like if you want to go to the R&D department to ask people, not necessarily Jack, because Jack is trying to learn about this. That's not their specialty. But there are other research and development people there if you want to do that.
Would Willow know anything about that sort of thing? Obviously, she's sort of the opposite direction, less raising, more raising, but
Yes. Yes, you can. So are you relaying all that information about this item?
I think that I've already included too many people in this sort of secret. So yes, I'll stick to telling Willow about this. And
all right, so you tell Willow about it's an item that has helped with soul erosion, and it might be something of an infernal nature or something that is just of death energy of some sort. And Willow kind of like squints and thinks about it for a moment. Well, raising is not really my thing, obviously. But it would have to be. It's kind of similar to how Ben was killing people to reap their necrotic energy, right?
right.
So you're going to, it's kind of similar in that regards. This is different for them. They had to trade souls to match up to the soul resonance of Jack. In this regard, you need something that is kind of similar of an energy to coat the soul so that you can attempt to bring it back. So it's kind of like a cocooning it, veiling it, whatever it might be. So you can talk to a reaper, I guess, to find this coating. It's a type of ectoplasm. It's not quite ectoplasm. That's what humans think ectoplasm is the best way to put it. I don't know what it's called, but you would have to talk to something that deals in death specifically. That is a reaper. Or something else that could pass for one, or something that has what is it? Tip the scales balance of life and death is the best way to put it.
Very well. And so
You can even just talk to one. You don't have to take it from them. They might be able to tell you how to get it. But if you can talk to one, totally do that. I just don't know what it is called, so I apologize.
No, of course, not a worry. This is helpful enough. And yes,
you're trying to revive. You didn't really say it, but I'm assuming we're talking around it. Why?
there's been a lot that I could have prevented. There's been a lot that I could have done if I was more here than I am at times.
I see.
And Ezra is also a very practiced magician, and so I'm sure he would appreciate being back as well. And I mean, now we know that he's back, but I'm going to be frank, I miss my body. I miss having a body.
I understand. Oh, I don't understand losing body, but I do understand the desire to want to have your body back. I'm sorry, Cordelia.
Thank you.
And Cordelia's going to reach out. Not Cordelia, sorry. Willow's going to reach out for your hand. Now, I'm going to have you do a thing for me. So, roll weird for me.
That is a 10 on the dice for a total of 13.
Good. Yes. Okay. So, Willow reaches out for your hand, squeezes it just reassuringly. But then you get a weird shiver up your spine. It has nothing to do with Willow. It feels like you've dealt with this before, but not like this. It feels like someone's trying to call you. You know how like kids use a Ouija board is the best way to put it, or someone is trying to like summon you is the best way to put it, like, or attempting to. Normally when someone tries to do that, they suck at it. So they miss the mark entirely. It's like oh, they're trying to, no, they're not trying to summon me, they're just summoning a random demon. Okay, well, that wasn't me, that was incorrect. So like that's like someone that's not practiced. This one is very targeted towards you specifically. So you feel a sudden pull from your, like it's like a string being pulled from your back backwards. So like you suddenly like pull out of Willow's hands. He's like, you're okay? I'm sorry. I know my hands are cold. But it doesn't matter, does it? Like,
No. No.
Okay.
Can I tell? Is there any sort of caller ID? Any?
Spiritual caller ID. You cannot. Not with that moment. So you try again. Do roll weird again.
That is a 6 on the dice for a 9.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, oh no. Oh yes, cool. So you feel it again. And this time you feel something protruding into you, like thoughts or like voice is coming into your head. Okay. And then you hear something else. Corey. I know you hear me.
Ezra?
Follow me. And you are yanked out of HQ. You are teleported and you are immediately brought to Ezra's apartment. You're right across, standing directly across from them, at the table, coffee table, where you don't know that. Well, you kind of know Millie was there not that long ago. And he's standing there. He's sitting on the couch. There is nothing there once you come to that would help him bring you here. So usually there's a Ouija board. There's some form of tools to call a spirit to someone that is not there. His hand is like, sorry. Hi.
I reach over and grab his hand, if you'll allow it.
Yes. He reaches across, grabs your hand, and it feels startlingly solid to you. It doesn't pass through or anything. We need to talk. And then we're going to transition over to Millie. We love to see it. So, Millie, what are you doing right now? If you thought of anything.
I think they're gonna peruse the research lab that they're in, just so they can get a glimpse at those recovery notes.
So Jack goes back to what they're doing, thinking everyone left because that's what everyone seemed like they were doing, but completely didn't check. So goes back to sit down, brings their chair over to the journal, and is pulling out books for research purposes for classification. and everything like that is gone to the world, immediately gone to the world. It does not realize you're there. You're gonna walk up to sorry. Where are you, R&D department? What did you roll? Sorry. That's where y'all still are. All right, so you were gonna walk, so it's kind of on the right hand wall. As you walk further in, there's like their desk filled with stuff having to do with random books and stuff that look like they're about revival and other things probably having to do with what they are actually doing at the core in terms of research. And then there's a whiteboard. It's all just like random, sporadic thoughts, but makes sense to them, makes sense to how their chaos runs. Roll investigate a mystery.
Cool. Let's see. Big money, no whammies. Huh.
1 second. Oop. Yeah, let's go. Wait, yes, let's go. That's a 9.
9.
So, you have one question that you can ask.
Okay. What can it do?
The notes that you have, or like the ritual that he's researching.
The notes, like
The
trying
notes.
to decipher the whiteboard.
So what can it do? It's kind of like actually technically the same question. So what is happening here? What it can do is looking into items that have to do with ways to take precautions when it comes to reviving someone. So that is making sure the spirit isn't fractured, tethering it, making sure that the possible can become possible. Hence why, like, grabbing one thing and bringing it into another realm, for instance, or making sure it stays where it is, whatever it might be. So those are a couple of things. Another thing that you see is that it has to be like there has to be a lot of magic to channel. So that could be one very powerful thing. It could be several people with magic. It could be some way to channel a lot of energy, and it needs to be done at the right time, and it needs to be done with the right ingredients, and it has to be written out the right way. It's very, for the notes that you're reading, it's extremely precise. I would say also that some of the phrasing of these words sound very particular to someone you know, because only they use those words, such as Ezra uses those words. So it's really weird to see them written out, but it could just be a research or thing, or it's like a studious type of person thing. But it reminds you of Ezra is the best way to put it. Some of those words. Some of those phrasing of words is the best way to put it.
Gotcha. I think what they're gonna do is sneak out quietly, like just casually walk out, not make much noise, and go to where they assume Cordelia was last, so to the library.
So you decide to go to the lower library. All right. So, can you roll cool for me to make sure you sneak out properly?
Yeah. Let's see.
No. So you're trying to like back away. You're like, okay, cool. You just knock over one of like a old mug, like a mug that like was filled with tea, has been emptied out, it's dried out, all this other stuff. It's like right on the edge of the table, one of the tables, and it falls and shatters.
No glasses.
No glasses. See, it was a Velma moment. So what ends up happening is Jack jumps. What? Oh, you're still here. Oh, I should have checked.
I was just leaving.
Okay. Did you need something? Did I miss something?
No.
I tend to not read the room very
It's
well.
okay, you're Stacy. I understand you have a lot of work to do. So
okay. yeah, I'll talk to you later, Millie. If you need anything, let me know. I'm just gonna watch you leave this time. Goodbye. And you do. They just look very concerned. They're like, they look around like if you touched or did anything. But they, once you leave, they slowly go back to what they were doing. So you're gonna go to the library. You're going to go to the 5th floor. That's where you know the lore libraries are. That's the one that Cordelia goes to anyway. I'm going to say thematically in this situation, you get ready to go to the door and you hear that conversation partially that Cordelia is having with Willow, which is the last thing you said was, I really miss my body. I really miss having a body. And Willow says, I understand, not exactly, but I understand missing wanting to have a body. It sounds like there's tenderness. Can you roll investigate him? No, I'm just gonna do this because you have sight. So your sight activates through a crack in the door. What you see, actually, is what you see is as you see Willow reaching for Cordelia's hand, squeezing it with reassurance. You see something. It's not like a hand. It's like energy that looks kind of shaped like a hand that kind of comes out of nowhere, and it yanks at the back of Cordelia, kind of tugging at her. It's very tender. It's trying to be kind, not as being kind, trying to be not a jerk about it is the best way to put it. It's just trying to get their attention. And Cordelia moves with it. And then just as Cordelia vanishes on the second yank, you hear Cordelia say, Ezra. As Cordelia vanishes.
I think this is a wonderful time to use one of my new moves.
Oh, yeah! Yes!
Upon seeing that, or upon hearing Cordelia say Ezra's name, that same kind of crackly green energy sparks from their fingers, but instead of that misfire, it crawls, shoots up their arm into their back and unfurls are these pair of ragged wings. I got angel wings from the divine.
You got angel wings, baby.
So that means you can instantly go to anywhere you visited before or to a person you know well. So they're going back to Ezra's.
So
because he promised he wasn't going to use magic, and by golly diddly.
That's probably going to be fine. Don't worry. All right, so crackling green energy, unfurled wings, vanish. Oh my gosh. A lot's happening in that room. All right, so you do that, Cordelia. We're going to go back to your room for a quick second. Ezra is holding your hand. Cordelia tells you, we need to talk. And then immediately, within 5 seconds after saying that, the space in that room warps down into a point, and then out of nowhere, as if the space in a space sucked in, then sucked out, Millie appears. And then just as Millie appears, probably looking kind of pissed, that door opens and Theo walks through with 4 books. 20 books under his arms. All right, so I have a lot of what the fuck is happening here? It's what he says. And then we're gonna go to Mo. Hi, Mo. How you doing?
I'm reeling. My mind is blown. Sorry.
So, Mo, you are unaware of your kids fucking around and finding out.
I told them to behave and they didn't do that.
They didn't. But you don't know that. So, you're... so... Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so we go to the medic wing. Mo, you are being seen by just a random person. A couple people took your blood. They're looking at your eyes. checking for responsiveness. They've done the usual, like not too invasive things to you to make sure you're okay. At a first glance, there's nothing wrong with your blood. They do it really quickly, and now they're just doing a magic scan. So there's someone that's waving a hand over you, essentially, and being very thorough, but like obviously keeping distance away from you so that you're not uncomfortable. While that's happening, across from you, because you're sitting on a bed, like while they're doing this, across from you, in another bed is Jack Olson, sitting at the other end of another bed. He has. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, Millie. You didn't have to roll for that. You do. You can just do that. It's only when you're bringing people with you. You're good. So yeah. So when you're bringing a group of people, you're fine. Back to the moment. Jack Olson is sitting across from you. He has bangles around you, like like it looks like you know that they're restraints. They just look like bracelets, but they activate whenever he leaves a certain range of somewhere. So like assuming the medical wing, and he's just like sitting there looking at you while you're doing this, and you're looking at him because this is awkward, which apparently is your thing. So Jack, it's like, are you okay?
I wish people would stop asking me that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking because you're in the medic wing and you look fine, but I mean, I just saw you not that long ago. Did something happen? Did you hurt yourself? Sorry, this might be a doctor response, so I'm just gonna not ask you questions.
I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what about you? How you holding up?
Not great. I don't know what happened to Ben. No one's telling me. And I'm guessing that he's either dead or worse. And it kind of sucks that I don't get to see my husband when I'm back. Even if he messed up. I would like to be able to like yell at him for doing it and give him a hug and yell at him more. But
I mean, I don't know if yelling is sufficient considering he caused the death of like a lot of people.
I mean, if it's me, I am the husband to the husband. I would rather not hurt him. But
I'm just saying.
You're right. He did a lot of harm. Some people told me he killed a lot of good people. And specifically good people because it's me. And where I was, so I'm assuming I was in a good place.
That's good. Yeah.
It's good past tense.
Was good. Yeah. I guess you're back here now.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
If everything goes well, I guess to fulfill my objective, and then might die again anyway. So
that sucks.
You have such wonderful table manners. It's
Look,
bedside
I'm
manner.
not known necessarily for my charisma, but I do know that what's dead should stay dead. So this is a little weird for me.
What? Dead person walking?
Uh-huh.
I mean, you work at a supernatural headquarters hidden by magic. Where
we got rules about this kind of thing, you know?
Where there's magic nurses tending to you when it's like literally like passing over your face as this is happening. And there are fae and a whole research and development department dedicated to finding out what a classification of an entity is?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You get used to it. Or you won't. I don't know.
Right. I don't know what to do from here. And if I who is this guy anyway, Chris? Who's Christopher?
That's classified. I'm not sure I'm the one
So
to
I was
explain.
brought back to life. Wait. I was brought back to life to bring back Christopher by an unknown being who I have no idea what it is. And you cannot tell me who the person is I'm supposed to revive. Are they a good person? A bad person?
They're a person. I don't know if we gotta put monikers on it like that.
Why do they have head trauma? Can you tell me that?
Nope. No, I definitely cannot tell you that at all. Mm-mm.
Can you tell me what they did here?
Look,
Just something. Why this guy? Why do I need to help this person? Why was I brought back to heal a random guy?
Hey, I don't got the answers for you. Okay?
I need them.
I know, and I'm sorry, because I don't know if we're gonna be finding them. We'll do our best. We'll do our best. What I can tell you is that what's the information in Christopher's head might help save a lot of people. So you would be doing a good thing.
That doesn't make me feel better, but not in the way that you think. Like it helps to know that. It's just
Okay, well, I don't have any easy answers for you. I'm sorry. I just work here.
thank you. Well, and he drops his head, and as that happens, someone enters the door. Someone that you just had a conversation with this morning. Let's see, where are they? Is a Damien? Damien Lucas, with scar over his left eyebrow. His the size of his head are shaved, curly hair. Usually leather jacket with a turtleneck. And is walking through as if getting ready to say something, and then he locks eyes with you, Mo. Then Jack, who I did not show, I'm sorry, people. Jack, gray, salt and pepper, changed clothes, still looking very cozy with bangles around his wrist. Damien, like, looks up, getting ready to say something, as if getting ready to, like, talk to Jack or talk to someone, and then Mo.
Damien.
Are you okay?
Hi. I'm fine. Yes.
You're in the medic. Like I just okay.
I understand the conclusion that you would jump to, but yes, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
The person
Hi.
is done scanning you, and then she says, like, you're all clear. You seem fine, but please keep an eye on it. You should not be opening cursed items. Okay.
Thank you. I will keep that in
Damien,
mind.
like, looks around, like, cursed items.
It's a long story.
Okay. And then, like, the nurse is like, just take it easy, keep an eye on it, and message your handler if another symptom comes up. If at all, it might just have passed and it was temporary. We do not sense anything. We have a sample of your blood. We'll do a more diagnostic test on that, and you're free to go. And
Thank you.
and she gives you a like a notepad with a notepad with all the stuff of like what they.
So you're gonna say a lollipop.
They also give you a lollipop.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So it's whatever color you want, like, or whatever flavor you're like,
Yellow.
because also color of a lollipop might not necessarily have a flavor. So whatever flavor lollipop you want.
It is a lemon lollipop.
So a mid 40s to late 40s mom soldier with a lemon lollipop as they hop from the thing, and you see Jack wave at you as you walk up to Damien. It's like you in the 2 hours I'd last talked to you, opened a cursed item, and you had to go to the medic wing, and your lollipop. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Well, no, just normal stuff. Had a mission, did the mission, completed the mission, which is pretty impressive for our track record.
Yeah, you went from bench to not being benched, and like and finding a cursed item, and opening a cursed item, and going to the medic wing and finishing your mission.
You're really stuck on the cursed item thing. That
I
happens
am a
all
little
the time.
bit, because I'm still new to this.
And well, it's being surveyed now and researched, and I've been cleared, so we're good. We're good. Are we still on for tonight?
Yes. Did you want me to did you want me to pick a place, or
I mean, if you want to, shoot. I don't know what you're feeling. If you want to do like a bar situation, or like an actual like sit down place, we could do that if you wanted to.
There's a bar. There is a bar next to the hotel that is also a restaurant, if you want to sit down there.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'm just a little confused. Are you asking me out on a date? Is that what this is?
Oh, no. Unless, I mean, no. No, I don't. Unless you were leaning in that direction yourself. But if not, it's totally fine. I know it's probably
fine.
I'm that big a deal.
Okay, I'm not going to jump to a conclusion here, so follow me. I thought you were married.
Because she just kind of like fiddles with her ring.
So I assumed that you were taken, because that makes sense to me why you would not be available.
No, but I'm available. I was married a while back.
Okay. So sentimental.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I it's so
it's so fine.
Habitual now, just putting it on every day.
Right. Well, like, so you see that his face passes through several emotions of thinking that you were like, oh, like this is a friend meetup, and then the way you were talking was like, oh, this is a date. Wait, why are you asking me on a date? So there are several, like, right, yeah. So there is a bar restaurant next to my hotel, not that far away. If you would like, we can meet up there later. Say 7-ish, 6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 works. Absolutely, that'd be cool.
Okay. Awesome. And we'll talk then. I will see you there. Oh.
Cool. I will see you there, and I will wear something nice
if you want.
Are you going to? Maybe we don't have to do that.
No. This is fine. This is great.
Different.
This is all well and good. Don't worry about it. I will not. I mean, I just traveled for a few hours. I had nothing but coffee. So yeah, I would like to. Yes. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then he like leaves abruptly. If possible, his face is super, super red.
So
yeah, that happened.
Why do I keep doing that?
Jack is looking at you from where he's sitting. He's like, "What was that?"
Listen, I've been out of the game for a while now. Mind your business.
I've been out of the game for a while now. You can't say that.
That's fair.
It's none of my business. He like lifts his hands.
You're right. It's not.
So as you do that, your eyes gravitate towards your phone rings. It feels like your phone rings in your pocket. It's a text message Not a
Yeah,
Bluetooth
dang it.
tap situation. It is a text message.
Siri, read my. No, I'm kidding. I will
Based off
check
of the
my
phone book
text.
comment, you do not know how to do that.
You bet your ass. I have no idea.
No,
I
don't
turned
know
Siri
nothing about
off.
no series. So
How do you work this
you
thing?
go to your phone, you pull it up. There is a message from Dion Jackson
Huh?
that reads. Okay, I forgot to say this. I knew I was forgetting something. So I'm gonna go mute at a certain point. It's on purpose.
All right, cool.
All right. It reads, Chapter 28. You are sitting at a bar, at a restaurant. You're waiting for someone. It's not in New York City. It's in Texas. And you're waiting. You're 22, 21. You're looking a little different, more youthful. Your hair's short. And you turn around as someone taps you on the shoulder. And you see this guy. You see Dion. Dorky as ever. Glasses. And he's smiling at you. And he says, I'm sorry I'm late. It's not too late, right?
Oh no, of course not.
This is so weird. All right, I'm taking a seat. I'm gonna get bourbon. What did you want? Or did you order something to drink already?
Oh yeah, she's just nursing like a, I don't know, apple crown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that we've known each other for a while. Like, I mean, since we were kids, and I know this is odd that I asked you on a date. Well, not odd.
It's not odd. Is it odd?
I don't think it's odd. I don't think it's odd. It's just I didn't think you would say yes. I mean, look
Dion,
at me.
I liked you forever.
Really? Me?
Yeah.
Like adjust his glasses? Seriously? I'm a twig.
Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Don't put yourself
What?
down.
Like you're like a 10 and I'm like a 7 now. And because I got ready for this. On a normal day, I'm like a little gremlin at my desk. Like cataloging
She
books.
like reaches over and like adjusts his tie a little bit because he's probably put it on crooked.
And
I
you do.
think
Go ahead.
I think you're perfect.
You're perfect. And as that happens, out of his mouth, you hear, "What would you do to see him again?" And then we're going to end right there, people. Thank you so much for being here for episode 3, Beauty That Rots. I am your keeper, Sade or Ambrose Shide, and we're going to start from reverse order. Jazz. Who are you?
What up? I'm Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on Twitter. That's where you can find me. It's usually where I hang out. You can also find me at Girls Run These Worlds on this channel. You can find me at Queen's Court Games. You can also find me on X-Row Crow's channel on Off the Vine. And you can find me on Zil Zaddy's channel, although we're on hiatus right now. Off the Vine is also on hiatus. You can just find me here and Twitter. Yeah. That's it.
And you write.
Oh, and I write books. I write books and stuff. You can buy the anthology that I'm coming out. You can add it on Goodreads. It's called Being Ace. Yeah. Edited by Madeline Dyer. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. You're good. Red.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. I am predominantly found here and then on Mixtaver Studios for a Vampire the Masquerade game, and then also on a channel I founded with my partner called Huntsman Hydra, where it's a variety of TTRPGs. Yeah, so you can check that out.
Awesome. And Vin Vox VA. What's good?
Oh my god. Hey guys. I'm Vin at VinVoxVA on Twitter. I'm a voice actor. I'm a tabletop performer. Typically I say go check my channel for casting calls and announcements. But I would like to hammer down on Sundays. I am on World of Darkness for a Hunter the Reckoning game. And I'm having a blast. We had our session 0 posted this past week, and then it'll be on YouTube on Tuesday. It's gonna be great. But yeah, backwards. If you want to get involved either in the TTRPG space with voice acting, I post auditions and casting calls all the time because I want to see you guys do cool things, and that's me.
Awesome. And Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham. You can find me here, and I'm attempting to branch out, and I'm auditioning for a lot of things. And I will keep y'all posted once, not if, but once those pan out. Y'all?
Yo, that's a good experience.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's doing
me.
great.
Thank you. So hi everyone. I'm Sade. We're Ambrose. She, they pronouns. You can find me obviously here next Monday. You can also find me on the Lovely Craftians podcast, even though we are currently on hiatus. We just went on hiatus after posting our epilogue after 4 years, 4 seasons, coming to an end, and we are figuring out what we're going to be doing next because the story has concluded, at least the story in that regard. We're not sure where we're going, but on the 20th, I remember, about like 7:30, I'll double check that. We are doing a Q&A session with lovelies. So if you have questions about anything that you have about the Lovely Craftians podcast from season 1 all the way to season 4, ask us questions, whatever it might be. You can come and watch us to have those questions answered. We have a couple of people that have a lot of questions there because there's a lot of stuff that happened in 4 years. You know what I mean? So by all means, and of course, in typical fashion, because I might be the monarch of cliffhangers, but I learned that from Cassie, my GM. That is where all that came from. That's where I learned it from, and we ended on a cliffhanger that pisses me off. So pisses me off.
Really? Is that how you feel, Sade? Is that how you feel?
That's exactly how I feel. Because guess what? We're on hiatus.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good
and
point.
it ended. So I have no idea what's going to happen next. But after that, you can. We just wrapped up Fables. Our season finale was last Friday. It ended on an emotional note because, oh my God. And there's a lot of things that I'm currently working on behind the scenes at the moment. Nothing has like gotten through yet. We're like wrapping some stuff up. There's some people that I might want to work with or are currently working with right now that you might be seeing on screen. But I'm not going to say anything else other than that. So until then, thank you all so much for watching, supporting, be around, and experiencing the cliffhangers that were thrown my way and also that I purposefully placed there. Thank you, Mel. But until next time, we'll see you next Monday. Take care. Oh, and are we rating? Did someone are we rating someone? I don't know if we're rating anyone.
I haven't
No
seen
one
a
told me.
raid target announced.
Oh, okay. So Red, do you have a raid target that you would like to pass it on to?
I can't rate it. I don't have the permissions to rate it anymore.
Crap. Okay.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. We would like to support whoever is next or rating over. So until then, next time we'll see you on Monday. I'll think of a really catchy title then too. So yes, take care. Bye.